Howdy my friends, and welcome to my spoopy tutorial on this MILK1422 face chart. Yeah, so I've already done my eyebrows off camera. I don't know why I didn't show this, and I also did my foundation and concealer, and underneath my eyes I powdered so I didn't crease. But anyways, we are starting with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer, and we are carving out them eyebrows. You will see that I eventually regretted my decision to do my eyeballs before my face. No, my eyeballs after my face, because it caused some mad creasing, and ain't nobody got time for that. So maybe do the primer before you do your powder on your face. Just a quick little tip. So to powder the rest of my face, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder in the shade 10. This is basically going to help blend out all of my blotchy foundation. I don't know why I didn't pay more attention to my foundation. Just don't mind my face, it'll look good at the end, okay? Next, we are taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on a crown brush, I believe is the name of it. I don't know the name of the actual brush, but it's an angled, fluffy brush. The bristles are not dense, so you can go pretty ham on this. So basically what I'm doing with my contour is I'm hollowing out my cheekbones and bringing it up to my temples because I'm going to be blending it into where my shadow sits. I am also carving out my jawline because the girl in the photo is snatched. Going in with the Tarte Clay Play palette, I am taking the shade Dunes and I am deepening up my contour. Stay tuned because this palette will be in an upcoming giveaway on my Instagram once I hit 1.5K. To soften up my contour, I am just taking my powder brush that I used previously. Going in with the Anastasia Dream palette, I am taking the purple highlight shade and blushing my face. Being the indecisive bitch I am, I'm taking the Norvina Volume 1 palette with the shade A1 and going in with that as a blush as well. Me realizing that those two purple shimmers were not enough, I am going in with the shade A2 to deepen up my blush. Now time to diffuse with my powder brush again, just to make sure everything is blended, and then going in with my Anastasia Dream palette and taking the purple shade. I am highlighting my cheeks until space can see me. This is the only time of year that I really go hammer with this colored blush because it kind of pulls silver on my face, as you can see while I'm facing forward. But it's beautiful on the side. Going back in with that A2 shade. A2? A3? Oh my gosh. I went back in with A2 as a blush, and this is where I realized I made a big mistake. I went too far. So to fix said mistake, I am taking my powder brush that I used with my face powder earlier, and I'm taking more of my face powder, and I am going to diffuse the crap out of my blush. Going back into the Tarte palette, the Tarte Clay Play palette, I am snatching my nose till there's no tomorrow. I am really going in hard with that color, and I am going to spend way too long blending it out. So let's fast forward, shall we? So going back in with that purple highlight, I am highlighting my nose. We are welcoming the aliens to the landing strip that is on my nose and on my lips. We are now taking the Moonchild palette by Anastasia, and we are using the shade Blue Ice just to make everything more intense. Now, for my eyeshadow, I am going back into the Clay Play face palette by Tarte, and I am taking the shade Dunes, and I am basically creating a shadow / winged out smoky crease. If if you will. And also I'm connecting that shade right into my nose contour because that's what the picture shows. Now taking the shade Solstice on a fluffy brush, I am going to diffuse everything. Now going in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, I am tying the look together with blending that into the browns. So now taking the shade Smoke, I am adding that to the outer corner of my eye. Dipping back into Blue Ice, I am now going to highlight my brow bones. Yeah, that's basically it. And now I am cutting my crease with the Anastasia eye primer and then blending the outer corner into my cut crease with the shade Smoke. Taking the shade A4 in the Norvina Volume 1 palette, I am taking that on my finger and going over my cut crease. I am then going in with the shade A1 on a sponge tip applicator to blend that into the bronze color and also cover the rest of my cut crease. Going back in with the shade Smoke, I am blending the outer corner to my shimmer. Taking the shade Stone, I am blending that along my bottom lash line, just a little smoky moment, if you will. And going back in with the purple highlight, I am going over my inner corner and blending that into the purple shade, and also taking the blue highlighter and doing the exact same thing. Now taking the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Gel Eyeliner in the shade Black, I am lining my upper waterline, my lower waterline, and also smoking that onto the lower lash line. I am then going to be blending out the lower lash line smoke show with an angled Sephora liner brush, and then going over that with the black shade from the Tarte palette. Going in with my Hank & Henry Blickety Black liquid eyeliner, I am lining the top of my lash line and then winging it out. For lashes, we are using the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. We are going to coat the top lashes and the bottom lashes. Let's be generous because this look is spoopy. For falsies, we are using the Glam Cosmetics 25mm lashes in the style Sassy. While I'm waiting for the glue to dry, I decided to do my lips using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, which I don't know if it's still available, but if you saw my Bob Ross painting, this is what I used to create that look. If you've seen my lash application video, then you know the drill with putting on lashes. So if you don't know the drill, go watch that video. Now you could stop here if you want, but we're not going to stop. We are taking the Smashbox Cosmetics Be Legendary Liquid Lipstick in the shade Iced Out. Woo, extra spoopy. Now to be even more spoopy, I'm going to get naked because we are about to get messy. So taking this fake goop, I'm not going to say the real name because I don't want YouTube to remove my video. I am going to make some shapes onto my face. In blotting motions, I try splatting it on my face and it didn't really work. You'll see this multiple times. I've tried again, and I failed every single time, except for that one time. But yeah, no. I'm just trying to make it look as real as possible, and it's not going to look real, so better luck next time, Amy. But this is the first time I've ever worked with Spoopy Gloop, so let's just appreciate that for a moment, please and thank you. All right. Now that you've appreciated me, I am taking that angled Sephora liner brush that I used earlier, and I am attempting to make some dimension in my spoop with black. As you can tell, it didn't really work, but we just went with it. So my video cuts off here, so this is the end. This is the final look. I added some vampire blood to the crosses to make it super spoopy. So yeah, please subscribe. Please follow my Instagram and my Twitter down in the description. So yeah, see you next week. Love you. Bye.